Hello everybody, I'm Dervish, and today is the 3rd January of 2024, and we are here with another podcast. Let's begin. Today, we're gonna talk about the Ukrainian and Russian war. The Russian-Ukrainian War is a complex and ongoing conflict that began in 2014 with the annexation of Crimea by Russia and escalated in 2022 with a full-scale invasion of Ukraine by Russian forces. Here is a brief summary of the main events and causes of the war. In 2014, after a popular uprising in Ukraine ousted pro-Russian President Viktor Yanukovych, Russia sent troops to occupy Crimea, a peninsula in the Black Sea that had a large ethnic Russian population and hosted a Russian naval base. Russia then held a referendum in Crimea that was widely denounced as illegitimate and illegal by the international community and annexed by the territory into Russian Federation. In the same year, pro-Russian separatists, backed by Russian military and intelligence, seized parts of the eastern Ukrainian regions of Donetsk and Luhansk, collectively known as Donbas. A war broke out between the Ukrainian government and the separatists, who declared themselves as the Donetsk People Republic and the Luhansk People Republic. Despite several clarifying agreements, the fighting continued for years, with more than 14,000 people killed and over 1 million displaced. In 2022, after a period of heightened tension and military build-up along the border, Russia launched a surprise attack on Ukraine on February 24 using missiles, drones, and ground forces. Russia claimed it was defending the rights of Russian speakers in Ukraine and preventing Ukraine from joining the NATO, a Western military alliance. Ukraine and its allies denounced the invasion as a blatant violation of Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and a threat to regional and global security. The initial phase of the invasion saw Russian forces capture large swathes of island in southern and eastern Ukraine, reaching the outskirts of Kiev, the capital, and cutting off the land corridor to Crimea. However, Ukrainian forces, aided by volunteers and some Western military assistance, managed to halt the Russian advance and launch counterattacks in some areas. The war became a stalemate, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. The war has been condemned by most of the international community, including the United Nations, the European Union, NATO, and the United States. Many countries have imposed sanctions on Russia and provided diplomatic, economic, and military support to Ukraine. However, some countries such as China, Iran, and Turkey have maintained a more neutral or ambiguous stance on the conflict. The war has also sparked a humanitarian crisis, as millions of people have been affected by violence, displacement, hunger, disease, and human rights violations. According to the UN, 70 million people need humanitarian assistance. 5 million people are internally displaced, and 6 million have fled Ukraine. The war has also disrupted access to basic services, such as water, electricity, healthcare, and education. The war, as I said before, has also increased the risk of environmental disasters, such as nuclear accidents or chemical spills. Ukraine has 4 nuclear power plants, which produce about half of its electricity, and several chemical factories, which store hazardous materials. Russia has targeted some of these facilities with missiles and drones, raising fear of potential leaks or explosions that could contaminate large areas and affect millions of people. Ukraine has also accused Russia of deliberately setting fires in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a radioactive area that was the site of the 1986 nuclear disaster. The war has also affected the global economy as it has disrupted trade and energy flows between Europe and Asia. Ukraine is a major transit country for natural gas from Russia to Europe and a major exporter of agricultural products such as wheat and corn. Russia is also a major supplier of oil, metals, and other commodities to the world market. The war has caused shortages, prices hikes, and volatility in these sectors, affecting consumers and businesses around the world. Um, Following a winter stalemate, Putin announced plans in February to take all of Donbass by March 2023 in an offensive surge. However, the attack made a little progress and devolved into a months-long siege of Bakhmut, a town of limited strategic value, with a pre-war population of 70,000. The United States estimates Russia suffered 100,000 casualties in Bakhmut, including 20,000 deaths. Despite Russia's low official numbers, Wagner Group boss Yevgeny Prigozhin concurred with US estimates, adding that around half of those killed were Russian convicts recruited for battle. Ukraine has also took heavy casualties in the urban warfare. By late May, Russia claimed to have taken the city, though Zelensky says his troops are still fighting there as Ukraine shifts to offensive actions. On June 6, 2023, a breach in the Nova, 60 kilometers north of Kherson, on the Dnipro River, caused severe flooding in southeast Ukraine, affecting over 80,000 people who live in the riparian zone. Ukraine accuses Russia of blowing up the dam to prevent a southeastern offensive, while Russia claims Ukraine carried out the attack to deprive Crimea of water and distract from the battlefront. The Ukrainian dam operator says it has been destroyed beyond repair. Furthermore, the draining of the reservoir raises concerns over the availability of water to cool the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, the reactors, though the cooling ponds are reportedly stable. Well, I don't have anything to say. I do have other things to say, but I think it's enough for today. I hope all of you understood me, and I hope that you learned something new today. The war is a horrible thing, and we must stop it. We must have peace in this world. We don't have to kill each other for the war, and we don't have to make the war. And remember, take care of yourself. And I hope you like this podcast. And I hope that we will see each other soon. Goodbye.